Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in this series. Well, starting to get some parts back in. So, repairing motors today. Rather slow and rainy here today. Anyway, the problem with this motor was, if you notice, the wires to the coil are gone. Broken off. So, the only way to repair one of these E-units is first disassemble the motor completely, then completely disassemble that E-unit and replace that coil. In this case, it's a lot easier, since I don't have the parts, just to bypass it. So, in any case, power is on. Let's take this around and see how it runs. As you see, now it's got two mismatched wheels on it. Two are spoked, two are Baldwin. But as you see, that motor is running just absolutely splendidly. Perfectly. So about an hour ago, this was a bunch of junk parts. Up and running with no problem at all. So bypass the E-unit, had to run a new wire down to the brush plate, as you see. But this old motor is up and running. Doesn't look like much, but you can drop it into any Marx locomotive and you have a really decent running motor. In this case, the motor itself is pre-war. And this thing was just absolutely beat to death. But as you see, it's up and running with no problem at all. So it gives you a good running motor made out of parts, really. Two mismatched wheels on it, but oh well. You know, you could drop that into a 400 shell or a 490 shell. Give you a good running locomotive that costs you nothing. As you see, that's running really, really well. Good constant speed all the way around the rail. So I'll look around for a shell to put this in. But as you see, it was worth the time it took to repair it. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's far from perfect. It runs forward only. But as you see, it runs really well. Now, this is a motor that I bought strictly to pull it apart for parts and wound up repairing it. But getting enough parts back now that I can start doing some of this stuff. I've got another locomotive due hopefully by Friday. Oh, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Saturday, perhaps. A Marx 400. I found it on eBay for 12 bucks. Double reduction motor. It needs a wheel. It has intergranular degeneration on the left front wheel. Things just literally falling to pieces. But the rest of the motor looks to be intact. Anyway, I bought it for parts. We'll see if I can get it running. But in this case, just want to do a quick video on another motor resurrected from the dead. I mean, it started out as junk in the junk box. And finally getting enough parts now to start putting some of these things back together and getting them running. I don't have any E-unit parts. I mean, I've never been a fan of the E-unit anyway. So, in any case, just wanted to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, benztrains@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.